What's going on, everybody? I hope y'all are having a good one. Hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. Got them bellies full. So I did a thing here. I guess I could start with a bit of a backstory. Try not to take too awful long. So when I was a kid, and long before that, my grandpa had a 1980 and a half, I believe, Chevy 3/4 ton, 4-wheel drive, regular cab long bed. And he had that for a lot of years. Drove it around the farm a lot. The thing had been cross country multiple times. I believe it even made it up to Canada. And that was a big part of my childhood, looking at that truck and riding around in that truck, just always wanting to do something with it. And he ended up getting a newer truck at some point during my, I don't know, preteen years, I guess. And Old Blue is what we always called the truck. Ended up getting put out to pasture, sat in the weeds for a good while, and then sometime around the time I got my license, I was given what was left of that truck. And I had big plans. I wanted to fix it up, put some big meaty tires on it, the whole nine. You know how it goes. And started tearing it down, doing what I could with less than no budget, but never got put back together. That truck ended up getting parted out to a buddy of mine, and bits and pieces of it live on in a much more badass fashion than I could have ever put together. But that's kind of besides the point. I kind of feel like I failed in that I didn't get my grandpa's truck fixed back up how I wanted to. Years and years go by, and out of all the RCs I've ever had, I don't believe I've had another square body. At least not one of this particular body style. So when I got this truck on a trade a few months ago, thought was always in the back of my mind of do a tribute and paint this up like Old Blue. So here we are. Over the last week, I've tore this thing down and done my thing. So granted, the original Old Blue was not lifted, did not have mud tires, didn't have a push bar, didn't have a roll bar. It actually had a white camper shell topper on the bed of it. So that may be something that I do a little ways down the road here. I may end up going all out and putting a camper shell together to put on here. But for now, this is what I got. This is what I'm working with. So started with the closest blue base coat that I could find, and yeah, went to town. I used the airbrush for the first time, some of the highlights, the body lines and stuff like that. Used a few different colors out of the weathering and rust kit for the static models. That worked out pretty well. And then I went over top of it with some of the Tamiya pigment powder kind of stuff that I've used on some trucks before, just to give it a little extra texture. And I think it turned out pretty decent. I'm no professional, but I think I actually did a pretty good job on this one. Try to get away from some of the glare if I can. It's kind of hard out here. Truck is not for sale. Just a sticker. But I've still got to take the chrome bits and bobs back off and kind of rust them up a little bit as well. I just haven't got the body done. I wanted to get it put together and see how it was looking, and got a little overzealous and put it completely together and come out for a little test run. But after I put the pigments on there, I went over top of it with a matte clear coat just to kind of seal everything in. So you can see some of the texture from the pigments there. But I did have a few spots where my tape job, or my cut on the tape job, was just a little off. But on a paint job like this, I don't really think it matters a whole lot. So yeah, just wanted to give a little bit of a backstory on Old Blue 2, I guess, and see where it goes from here. I'm kind of going for a slow cruise around the property today. That was one thing my grandpa always did. In the evenings, he would hop in the truck and just go for a slow cruise all the way around the fields. The truck actually had a 350 Chevy and a 4-speed manual transmission, and I've got to imagine he'd just plop her in low gear and kick back and enjoy the ride, just idling around the field. So that's kind of what we're doing today, just a slow cruise around the field, just like Old Blue used to do. Anyways, get back to it and start heading back towards the house. It's pretty cold. We may make a quick pit stop down in the creek somewhere that I don't believe Old Blue has ever been, but we're close enough. We may have to go down there for a quick photo shoot. But other than that, hope y'all enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend. And if you're interested in the weathering process on how I do it, let me know. I've got a couple more bodies that I need to paint here pretty soon, and I'm not one for doing much bench videos or wrenching videos, but if I get enough people interested in the weathering paint jobs that I've done, I may go ahead and make a video about it. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Appreciate y'all stopping in and hanging out, and yeah, enjoy. We'll catch you in the next one. Later.